Now we are hitting the 30 seconds mark. Hey guys, it's Alex from European Coffee Trip, and in this video I will show you a new coffee brewer called SteepShot. It's super quick, pressurized immersion brewer that claims to brew a cup of coffee in only about 30 seconds. Let's check it out. Okay, we received a test sample from the SteepShot inventor about a week ago, and honestly we were pretty excited because SteepShot was one of the most anticipated new coffee products in the specialty coffee community, and its review was requested by many of you. Before we show you how SteepShot works and what we think about it, let's start with the backstory. SteepShot was invented by Norwegian coffee lover Ari Halonen in 2015. There were two moments that convinced him to go ahead with the prototype. First was when he found his wife, who resisted to use any regular brewing equipment for years, using the early prototype at home. Second moment was when he showed it to a local barista and coffee roaster, Tim Wendelboe. Yeah, Ari lives in a good neighborhood, and he confirmed it's a good direction. Then they launched a Kickstarter campaign in 2018, raised over 36,000 euros, aiming to release SteepShot the same year. As it usually happens with the physical products on Kickstarter, things got delayed, but SteepShot started shipping the finished product in May 2020. Now we have it in the office, so let's open the box. So we got this almost final production model. Is the one that was sent to Kickstarter and Indiegogo backers. And there is one minor change and update. So this lid sealing ring will be improved, so there is no chance of leakage that we also experience ourselves, to be honest. They should start selling it in June 2020 through the Tim Wendelboe's website. It's the only distributor for now, and sadly there have been several scams discovered lately, so if you want to buy it, it's better to wait for the official announcement. The retail price should be around 790 Norwegian crowns, which is about 73 euros or 83 US dollars, which puts SteepShot to the more premium category of brewers. I think that the SteepShot is the most similar to the AeroPress when it comes to the coffee brewers on the market, so we want to take a closer look and compare them side by side. So the SteepShot weighs 371 grams and AeroPress 155 grams. When it comes to the size, SteepShot is 21 centimeter and AeroPress Go is only 12 centimeters. When it comes to the maximum capacity, it's 250 milliliters for SteepShot and only about 200 milliliters for AeroPress Go and 250 more or less for the regular AeroPress. And when it comes to the design and manufacturing, SteepShot is designed in Norway and manufactured in China, and the AeroPress is designed and manufactured in the US. Okay, let's make coffee now. We just got samples from our friends at Supremo Coffee in Germany. It's a delicious Brazilian coffee produced by Itagiba de Oliveira. Flavor descriptors are dark berries, peach and passion fruit. We will use 14 grams of coffee, grind it medium to fine, which is around 16 clicks on Comandante grinder. It's what we usually use for the Tim Wendelboe's AeroPress recipe. We picked the metal mesh filter for this brew. Now, it's better to use a regular kettle so you can pour really quickly, but we don't have it, so we'll try to pour all 200 grams or milliliters into the SteepShot very fast. We will need 200 grams or milliliters of boiling or close to boiling water. In order for SteepShot to build enough pressure for extraction, you should use water above 90 degrees Celsius. Now, screw on the lid nice and tight. Then turn it upside down and wait until 30 seconds or whatever your desired brewing time is. Then the special moment comes. Open a deflector over a mug or carafe and enjoy the pressure pushing coffee out of the SteepShot. It usually takes 10 to 20 seconds to get all liquid out of the brewer. Then you can close the deflector and enjoy your cup of coffee. So how does it taste? It really depends on coffee you use, but our brew was really juicy with a pleasant mouthfeel. It really reminds me of most AeroPress brew we did, but because of the fine grind size and also metal filter, it was a little bit more cloudy, but actually I really enjoyed drinking it from start to finish. We received 2 metal filters with our SteepShot, and you can also use a regular AeroPress paper filter. The regular metal filter drains fast, which gives you a better control over the brewing time, but you can't go for a very fine grind size because too much coffee sediment would pass through. The mesh metal filter is the inventor's favorite and is perhaps the best for really quick brews, since you can grind really fine, yet most ground coffee is stopped by the filter. That's what we used in this video. The AeroPress paper filter is the best option for cleaner cup. It stops more oil and sediment, but the release time is a little longer than with the metal filters. Cleaning of the SteepShot is not as easy as with the AeroPress, but it's not complicated either. Just open it in the sink and rinse away all the coffee grounds. Now, the inventor's cleaning trick is to fill it again with the hot water, about 50% of the flask, shake it for a few seconds, and then open the deflector to release the water. Now you are ready for another brew. What do you think about the SteepShot? Well, unlike some other brewers that we try and use and then leave in the cupboard, after about a week of playing with the SteepShot, we feel it will become a part of our regular coffee routine in our office. Once you get used to it, it's simple to use, it brews really fast, and the release of coffee is impressive. Now, here are some things that we like and dislike about the SteepShot. It can brew really fast. You can cut your already short AeroPress recipe by 50%, and I don't even talk about pour over coffee methods. It's well insulated. You don't need to worry about your hands. Multiple metal filters and the AeroPress paper filter gives you enough flexibility for experimenting with brewing recipes and styles. You can use simple tools. No temperature control kettle with gooseneck. Perhaps you can also skip scales. So even though the price is higher, you might save it on other products. What I thought is a good feature is that you can completely close the brewer after brewing. So if making coffee outdoors, you can bring everything back home and clean it there. I am always a little worried when there are too many parts, and even though the SteepShot seems to be well designed and manufactured, in the long run I worry that I will break or lose some part. It's a pressurized brewing that you can't control 100%, so there is some danger if it's not operated properly. The cleaning is not as easy as with the AeroPress or most coffee drippers where you just throw away the paper filter. A similar complaint to the AeroPress, you can brew only about 250 milliliters of coffee, so we can say only 1 cup of coffee. So the last question, who is SteepShot for? I think it's either for somebody who is at the beginning of their coffee journey, somebody who is looking to buy a first coffee brewer, or somebody who is using French press for some time and want to upgrade. Or it's for coffee geeks, for people who are always looking for a new coffee gear and gadget. For them, it will be a nice way to experiment with different kind of brewing. I believe we are yet to discover all the potential of SteepShot when it reaches more people all around the world. What about adding shaking as another brewing variable? What about the World SteepShot Championship? I don't know. Let's see what the future will come, but until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comments what you think about SteepShot, and if you have it, if you try it, what's your opinion, what's your review, and I'm really looking forward to see you in the next video very soon. Thank you, bye bye.